Welcome viewers, I am Tutor Sokole. In today's class, we want to find the minimum and the maximum values in every given quadratic equation. Okay, how to do that? If a quadratic equation is given to me, f of x equal to x raised to the power 2 plus 2x minus 3, and I am expected to find the minimum value. Here, to find the minimum value implies that the graph will have a U shape, okay? And it will have a U shape when the coefficient of x squared is positive, all right? That is when we can have a U shape, all right? Now, how then do we know the minimum value? We have two ways to approach that. One, you can use the formula minus b all over 2a. Remember, in quadratic equation, that ax squared plus bx plus c is the format of a quadratic equation. So here we have a, we have b, we have c, all right? Now, b is usually the coefficient of x. Here, the coefficient of x here is 2, while the coefficient of x squared here is a. And in this case, the value of a is equal to 1, okay? While the value of b is equal to 2. That is all we need to get the value of x, okay? Now, the value of x is minus b all over 2a. What do we do with the x? When we get the value of x, we substitute into the function to get the actual minimum value of the function. Therefore, b is 2, which is now minus 2, all over 2 multiplied by a, and a is 1. And that is going to give us minus 2 all over 2, which is equal to minus 1. Therefore, the value of y, where the minimum occurs in this U-shaped graph, is now going to be from what we are given, x squared plus 2x minus 3. So I have gotten the value of x to be negative 1. That means anywhere there is x, I put negative 1, and that will be minus 1 raised to the power 2 plus 2 into minus 1, then minus 3. Here we give us 1, that is minus 1 squared, plus 2 times minus 1 will give us minus 2, then minus 3. And this is going to be 1 minus 5 equal to minus 4. Therefore, the minimum value, okay, is at y equal to minus 4. The minimum value of the function is equal to minus 4. What that means is that if you come to that graph, okay, assuming the graph is going like this, the value of x, which is minus 1, will occur at, maybe this is the graph, here is minus 1, here is 1, here is 0. Alright? Now, the turning point, the minimum point of that graph is here, where it corresponds to x equal to minus 1. And the value of y there is negative 4. That is what it means. So the minimum value of this function is at y equal to negative 4. And it corresponds with the x equal to minus 1. Remember I told you, okay, that it will give you this shape, U shape, when the positive value or when the coefficient of x squared is positive. When the value of a is a positive value. But if the value of a is a negative value, of course, you are going to be looking for maximum value. What that implies is that the graph will have an N shape, okay, instead of U shape. When the value of a is negative, in other words, when the coefficient of x squared is negative, the graph will be an N-shaped graph. In other words, if you come to this, the value of a here is minus 4, which is negative, because minus 4 is the coefficient of x squared, whereas the value of b is equal to 2. Okay? Now, let's come back to this. Apart from getting the value of x using this formula, you can also get the value of x by finding the first derivative of the function. Okay? Example, if you come back to this place now and find f first derivative of the function f prime of x will now be equal to 2x then plus 2. That is, if you differentiate x squared plus 2x minus 3, it is going to give us 2x plus 2. Okay, so it is therefore implies that the x is equal to 0. That means after finding the derivative of that, you equate it to 0, and that way you get the value of x. In other words, we now say 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, 2x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2 divided by 2, giving us x equal to minus 1. So we have two ways of finding the value of x, and thereafter we substitute the value of x into the given function to know the minimum value at y. Okay, so it's either you find the first derivative of the function in order to get and equate that first derivative to 0, and from there you can get the value of x. Then substitute the value of x into the given function to get the corresponding value of y, which is the minimum value. If you don't want to do it like that, you do it by formula. Let's come to this place where we are asked to find the maximum, which means we are going to have the graph and n-shaped graph. Therefore, using the formula x equal to minus b all over 2a. My b is 2 and the a is, of course, minus 4, which is this. Therefore, if I move forward, I will get 2 all over 2 times minus 4 is minus 8, giving me here 1, then all over 4. What does that mean? It means that the value of x, where the maximum value occurs, is at x equal to minus 1 over 4. Now, remember I said we have two methods of getting the value of x. One is by use of formula, or you now find the derivative of this, which is dy dx of this function. If you find the derivative of 6, you get 0. If you differentiate 2x, that will give us 2. And when we differentiate minus 4x squared, it is going to give us minus 8x. Therefore, now, after finding the derivative, you equate it to 0 in order to find the value of x. This implies that 2 minus 8x is equal to 0, minus 8x is equal to 2, crossing the equality sign is minus 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2 all over minus 8, which is 1 all over 4, positive. Now, you see, we are getting the value of x here equal to positive, and here I got negative. That means there is error somewhere. Let's come back to it. Remember, the value of b here is 2, and the value of a is minus 4. Therefore, I now have 2 times minus 4, which is minus 8. Eventually, that will now give me, oh, I see the error. Therefore, the formula says minus b, but I just put the value of b, which is the value of b is 2, without applying the minus. So now I can now apply the minus here to have minus 2. That problem is solved. But you see, trying the two formulas, I was able to discover that the negative 1 over 4 here is actually wrong, but what should be there is 1 all over 4. So what it means is that I now have minus 2 over minus 8, which will now give me a positive 1 over 4. So this is the value of x. What that means now is that the maximum value in this quadratic equation, if the graph is plotted, is now going to be y equal to 6 plus 2x minus 4x squared. I have gotten the value of x as 1 over 4. So therefore, y will now be equal to 6 plus 2 multiplied by 1 over 4 minus 4 into 1 over 4 squared. Moving forward, this is y equal to 6 plus, this cancels this, will give me 1 over 2 minus 4 into 1 over 16. That is the square of 1 over 4. Therefore, 4 here will cancel 16 to give me 4. And that is going to be y equal to 6 plus 1 over 2, then minus 1 all over 4. And it is going to be LCM here is 4. So 1 into this is 4 times 6 is 24. Then plus 2 into 4 is 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 4 into 4 is 1 times 1 is 1. Therefore, in conclusion, 24 plus 2 is 26 minus 1 is 25 over 4. So, the maximum value now will therefore be equal to 25 over 4, which is 6 whole number 1 over 4. Final answer. What does that mean? It means that the graph will be curving at y equal to 6, 1 over 4. And at the corresponding value of x, positive 1 over 4. What does that mean? If the graph is going like this, okay, this is y-axis, this is y-axis, okay, and this is x-axis. Then this place is 0, here is maybe 1, here is maybe 1 over 4, okay, 1 over 4, which is equivalent to 0.25. Alright, now it implies that the graph is curving at where x is equal to 0.25 or 1 over 4, which is positive, and at a corresponding value of y, where y is exactly 6. So this place could be 6, and the little above it is 6 whole number 1 over 4. That is the meaning, 6 whole number 1 over 4. So the maximum value is at this point, okay? Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos to your learning colleagues, and may God bless you for watching. Thank you.